Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. The Navy has released images of its operation to recover a Chinese spy balloon that was shot down off the coast of South Carolina on Saturday. The batch of photos show sailors from Explosive Ordnance Disposal Group 2 pulling parts of the balloon's white fabric and shell structure onto a boat. Underwater drones, warships, and inflatable vessels are being used to gather pieces of the craft, which are strewn across a large area in waters about 50 feet deep. The balloon that floated over parts of the U.S. last week was carrying a long sensor package, estimated to be the size of a small regional jet. The Navy is trying to recover all remaining parts so analysts can determine what types of sensors the Chinese were using and how the balloon maneuvered. A man suspected of carrying out a mass shooting in Florida last month was fatally shot by a police officer on Monday. Police suspect 21-year-old Alex Green was involved in a January 30th shooting in Lakeland that left 11 people injured. Detectives were hoping to bring Green in on an outstanding burglary warrant on Monday, but he got into a pickup truck and started to drive away. During the pursuit, Police Captain Eric Harper successfully conducted a pit maneuver, prompting Green to exit the truck and flee on foot. Green ran to a restaurant parking lot, stole a woman's car, and drove it towards Captain Harper, who was chasing him. The officer shot into the car 6 times, and Green crashed into a building. He was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. No injuries were reported in the pursuit. Green had 10 previous felony charges dating back to 2013. 13 Memphis officers could be disciplined in connection with the violent arrest of Tyree Nichols. 6 officers have been fired and 1 more has been relieved of duty after Nichols was pulled over for an alleged traffic violation and beaten by Memphis police on January 7th. City of Memphis Chief Legal Officer Jennifer Sink told the City Council that the number of officers disciplined for policy violations could rise to 13. A police spokeswoman said 6 officers whose involvement in the incident has not been publicly disclosed could face administrative charges. Video made public in January showed officers punching, kicking, pepper spraying, and using a baton against Nichols, who ran after being hit with a stun gun at a traffic stop. After the beating, officers stood around and chatted as Nichols sat against a car. He died 3 days later. Honolulu police are investigating an alleged armed robbery that occurred in Moanalua early Monday. Police said 2 male suspects approached a 46-year-old man in the 1000 block of Mapunapuna Street at about 4:25. The men brandished handguns and took bank bags from the victim. They fled in a waiting vehicle that police said could have been a Toyota Sienna van. No injuries were reported. Police said there was no money in the bank bags that were stolen. A first-degree robbery investigation has been opened, but no arrest had been made as of this morning. A description of the suspects was not immediately available. A lucky lottery player in Washington has won the $754.6 million Powerball jackpot. A single winning ticket sold at a Fred Meyer department store in Auburn matched all 6 numbers that were drawn Monday night. It was the first Powerball jackpot win since November 19. The winner has not yet come forward, but when they do, they can opt to receive the full jackpot paid out over 29 years or a one-time cash payment of $407.2 million. Monday night's win was initially estimated to be worth $747 million, but ticket sales pushed the figure to the 9th largest jackpot in U.S. history. In January, someone in Maine won a $1.35 billion Mega Millions prize, and a California player hit a record $2.04 billion Powerball jackpot last November. No one has claimed either of those prizes. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.